Hello from Sun Devil Stadium. I'm Rich Gray, NBCSports1060.com, as the Sun Devils beat the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame 55-31 in what turned out to be a wild game here in Tempe. ASU jumped out to a 34-3 lead with 1:09 left in the first half, and they really did it, but with their defense. They forced Everett Golson out of the pocket. He looked rattled and uncomfortable all afternoon long. He had a couple of turnovers. He threw a pick six in the first half off a tip. It was by Demetrius Randall. Took it 59 yards for a touchdown. He had two fumbles in the first half. One was recovered by Arizona State, and it looked like they were going to coast. They took a 34-10 lead into halftime. However, from there, the Irish made it very close. They got it down to within 3 in the fourth quarter, scoring 28 unanswered points. And Notre Dame, really, they could have had the lead had it not been for Everett Golson throwing an interception in the end zone and a muff field goal attempt. But again, the Sun Devils, they needed a gut check drive, a drive that Pac-12, or for that, a drive that, damn it, who said it? All right. 3, 2, 1. Hello from Sun Devil Stadium. I'm Rich Gray, NBCSports1060.com, following Arizona State's thrilling 55-31 win over the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Big key win for the Sun Devils and their hopes for the playoff chase, as they essentially an elimination game for both teams. And the Sun Devils got off to a fast start thanks to their defense, forcing Everett Golson to turn the ball over several times. He fumbled it twice in the first half. One was recovered by Arizona State. The next play, Jalen Strong with a ridiculous one-handed grab in the end zone that put Arizona State up in front. They went on to a 34-3 lead. It was 34-10 at halftime, but that's when the tide started to turn a little bit in front of the Irish's favor. Notre Dame scored 28 unanswered points to get it within 3. And head coach Todd Graham, he said the Sun Devils needed to respond. Championship teams respond by going down and scoring, and that's exactly what the Sun Devils did. A gut check drive. Taylor Kelly found Demario Richards wide open, got it within the 5, and then on the very next play, Kelly again to Demario Richard. He was able to punch it in, and then a couple more turnovers by Golson, another pick six, his second on the day, and Arizona State was able to cruise to victory 55-31. And again, the Sun Devils now with 3 games left in the regular season. They travel to Oregon State next weekend for a key Pac-12 game that has really always given the Sun Devils trouble. I know Oregon hasn't played well so far this season, but it's something that ASU will not be overlooking. Then they return home for their final game of the season against Washington State, and then of course the last game of the regular season down in Tucson on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, the Territorial Cup against the University of Arizona. But ASU now 8-1. Head coach Todd Graham said it was the biggest win since he's been here. He's now 2-2 in his career against Notre Dame. And again, a game that pretty much lived up to the hype. It was wild, not exactly as we expected, with the tale of two halves, as so to speak. But the Sun Devils moved to 8-1, and they beat the Fighting Irish 55-31. Tune into the Sports Zone with Bob Kemp on Monday from 9 to noon, and the Blitz with myself, Rich Gray, following that from 12 to 1 for more coverage on ASU's thrilling win on Notre Dame. Thanks for tuning in to NBCSports1060.com.